Okay, so this is the second angles video from this week, and I thought I'd just start by showing you how we finished off video one. So we got to the point where we said that the number of triangles that you can split a shape up into is the number of sides minus 2. We drew a six-sided shape, a hexagon, and we could fit 4 triangles inside that hexagon. And then we said if you want to work out what all the angles in a shape add up to, like we know angles in a triangle add up to 180, if you want to know what all the angles in a shape add up to, then you do the number of triangles that you can fit into your shape and you times that by 180 because we know there's 180 degrees in each triangle. So today we're going to be using that fact to answer some questions. Our title again can be angles in polygons, which is what our title was last time. That's what it tends to come up with on GCSE textbooks. That tends to be what the topic is called. So let's draw ourselves a random shape. How many sides am I going to end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've ended up with a 7-sided shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this would be a heptagon. Right, and let's label some of the sides in this, some of the angles in this shape. And our job is going to be to find the missing angle. So let's start by labelling some of these angles. Okay, so let's say that this angle here is 108 degrees. Now, I'm not using a protractor here, so I'm kind of making these angles up. In an exam, they would often write that the picture is not to scale. That means please don't use a protractor, use all the other maths that you've learnt to help you answer this question. Right, let's say this angle is 176 degrees. Let's say this one is 142 degrees. Let's say this one is 121. Let's say that one is 101. Let's say that this one is 165. And we want to know what that angle is. Now remember, we're not allowed to use a protractor. Okay, so how are we going to go about doing this? Well, step one, we need to know what all of those angles should add up to. That's what we need to know to start with, because if we don't know what they should add up to, then we can't work out that missing angle. So what we're doing here is questions that you've been doing for years with triangles, haven't you? I would give you a triangle with 2 angles and you'd be able to work out the last angle. Well, you're going to be able to do that now with a shape with any number of sides. So let's take a look at this then. So how many sides have we got? Maybe we should start by writing that down. So the number of sides, and we said it was 7. Right, so how many triangles would we be able to fit in this shape then? So remember, we draw the triangles by picking a corner and then we draw to every other corner. But we said that you don't actually need to do that because it will always be your number of sides take away 2. So we can get 5 triangles. So it's always the number of sides take away 2. That gives you the number of triangles. Right, so then what do all the angles add up to? Which I've been calling the angle sum. So what do all of these angles add up to? Well, I can get 5 triangles in my shape, and in each triangle there's 180 degrees. So let's do 5 times 180, which is 900. So in total, these angles have got to add up to 900 degrees. So we're going to have to work out what these ones add up to. So let's add all of these angles up. So I need to do 108, add 176, add 142, add 121, add 101, add 165. So let's do this. 108, add 176, add 142, add 121, add 101, add 165. Right, that gives me 813 degrees. So in total already I've got 813 degrees. And I know that I need 900 degrees in total in this shape. So I'm going to do 900 take away 813. Again, let's use a calculator. That gives me 87. And that's my answer. That missing angle there would be 87 degrees. Okay? So you're going to follow these steps every time. How many sides has it got? Then you'll do your number of sides, take away 2, and that'll tell me how many triangles we're dealing with. Then we'll do the number of triangles times by 180, because there's 180 degrees in each one. So that gives you the total. Work out the total that you've got at the moment and take it away from what you know the total should be. Okay? So the sheet that you're going to do, the first couple are scaffolded like this, and then there's a couple more for you to try. Okay? So now you can have a look at worksheet 2. There will be a help session this week, so you can come along to that if you need any help. Or send me a message or an email or show my homework message, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Bye.